Okay then. Okay. So my screen is visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay, so let's start with the session right now. Okay, so it's week one. Okay, what are the topics are there in week one? So first of all, we had two types of statistics, right?
Ma'am,
Yeah,
I have a small doubt. In week 4 assignment, there
yeah.
is a question called we have to find covariance.
Hmm.
Ma'am, in this question, they supposed to say that we have to write the answer in two decimals, but the answer is coming 0. Now, what to do?
So it's coming, just
Write
write it 0.
0.0.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Ma'am, I just have a question. Ma'am, can I ask you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the week 5 has been opened. So
Yeah,
is it compulsory to do that week 5, even if I qualified for the qualifier exam on July 13th?
yeah. You have to do the week five also. Just ask with the support team. What's their viewpoint on that? But I guess you have to do week five.
Ma'am, our senior says that we have to do it because no, 9th of July is deadline of week 5.
Correct. Yeah, you have to do the week five because in case you are qualified for the this degree, right? So week five and week six is like the assignment are necessary, right? So you have to complete it. So just do
Okay.
the week five and week six. Fine.
Ma'am, it's written
Okay.
in the eligibility criteria, no, that the deadline will be not
Yeah,
extended.
it won't be extended. So you have to do week five. In case you're qualified for the this level, this foundation level and all, then week five is necessary, right? So if you wait for the exam, after the exam and all, the deadline will be closed. You won't be able to submit it.
And ma'am,
Yes.
result is going to be
After
negative if we
13.
don't do week 6.
Yeah, correct.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
So
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, the
When will be the
syllabus
result,
will be
ma'am,
from
of
week
July
1 to week
13th?
4, no?
yes.
Ma'am, when will be the result of July 13th exam? Means qualifier?
After 4 or 5 days, the result will be out.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, the syllabus will be from week 1 to week 4, no?
Correct, correct.
Ma'am,
Okay.
when will we get the hall ticket?
It will be issued before 1 week, I guess. 1 week before the exam.
So, ma'am, we have to take hall ticket and Aadhaar card and any other documents.
That I guess it will be told to you what are the things that you have to take in on a mail or in something that in that hall ticket only it would be
All
mentioned.
other information
Ma'am,
is given in the hall ticket.
after qualifier, the result will be declared in 2 to 3 days. So,
Yeah.
ma'am, what we have to do in 2 to 3 days? We have to do week 6 or we have to wait.
Yeah, just do the week six thing.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, small doubt. During exam for calculations, will they provide paper
The
kind of, or we have to do in the system in the desktop only, no?
I think
Or
they will be giving you some sheets or something, but I'm not sure. Just have to
Ma'am,
ask.
and there is
yes,
any
ma'am.
other source from where we can practice questions, like other than the activity questions and the assignments?
If you have done the activity, the practice assignment, and the GA, that's more than enough. But if you have to do more questions, just I think the books have been provided, like the name of the books and all, right? So just go through the books and all,
Yes,
or
ma'am.
you can do the chat GPT.
Statistics.
Ma'am, graded assignment is enough or not?
Graded, not the graded assignment, not the only graded assignment, all the assignments, the activity, the practice assignment, the graded assignment, everything.
Ma'am, in the exam, will question on EMQ come like there was practice assignment EMQ?
No, that won't come.
Ma'am, I cannot also understand how to do the EMQ.
Yeah, I'll just tell you at the last of the session.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, I received a mail in which July 13th exam detail updated on Locker Studio, but when I open it, it showed no data. And when I log in it with the mail ID which was provided by IITM, they show another thing, means the page will remove.
You need to go to the BS qualifier tab under that, then you will be able to see, because there are other tabs as well and you won't be able to see your information. There is only just one BS qualifier. You click on that tab and then you will see your name. That's it. There is nothing else than your name.
Ma'am, I'm a term student.
Ma'am, what is that something regarding OPPE qualifying something? What is this OPPE exam?
OPPE, I guess it's not for you, it's for a different course.
Okay.
Okay, so shall we start the session now, because it has been like 15 minutes. It is already
Yes,
late.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
I'll just take
ma'am.
your doubts
Yes.
regarding the different kind of things at last. Is it fine?
Okay, ma'am. Excuse
Okay.
me, ma'am. I'm a
Okay,
JEE
ma'am.
entry student, but in my portal, it is not showing that eligible for qualifier. It is neither showing no nor yes, means no message has come.
Just contact to the support team. I'm not aware of these
Means
things.
should a message like that come?
Huh?
Means should a message like that come? Means in my portal there is no message. Means neither no nor yes for the qualifier. Should a message like that come?
I'm not sure. Just contact to the support team.
For us, it is yes message is there. So qualified yes message is there.
Actually, I'm a JEE entry student, but no message is coming.
Okay, so just contact with the support team. Maybe they will solve the issue.
So ma'am, all the JEE entered student is foundation level or qualifier level?
So you entered, I don't know.
It's
In foundation
foundation.
level.
Yes.
I think.
Okay, let's take it to
Ma'am,
the last. Okay,
when we get
Can
week 3 and week 4 revision?
next week.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Now the issues have been sorted out. Can we start right now?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Please start.
Ma'am, start,
Okay.
please.
Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. So in week 1, we were studying about the statistics, the main statistics, and in that statistics, we had 2 groups, right? What were the 2 groups? What are the 2 types of statistics?
Descriptive
Yes.
and inferential.
We have a descriptive and inferential statistic. Okay. So what is a descriptive statistic?
We just summarize the given data.
Summarize the data.
Yeah, we actually summarize. We actually summarize the data, but in inferential, what we do?
Conclusion.
We have
also
to
make
give information.
conclusions.
We draw conclusions.
Yeah, so basically we make conclusion. Okay, so in descriptive statistics, and okay, so if we are summarizing anything or we are concluding anything, from what we are concluding or from what we are summarizing? So we are summarizing from population and sample, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes.
what is a population and what is a sample?
The whole data is
Population is the
population.
whole data.
Subset
and
of data
sample
is sample.
We are talking about whole data, that is population.
Sample is the subset of
Sample
population.
is a subset of population.
Yeah, so population is basically the whole data from in which you are studying, right? And sample is a subset of the data. So descriptive statistics, we can summarize about the population and we can also summarize about the sample. Okay. But in inferential statistics, we can only study about the population with the help of the sample. Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that was sample and population and sample. Then we have structured and unstructured data. What is that?
Structured data has a standard format.
It is in the
ma'am,
form
structured
of a
data is
table
not
or
data
row
and
and column.
unstructured data is not
database.
Is not
Yeah.
recognized.
Correct.
Data is
So,
like phone number, email ID, whereas unstructured is like video images.
yeah,
and
you can say that. Correct. So basically, we have two types of data. We have structured data and unstructured data. Structured data in the sense that if I'm collecting a data, if I say from a class, I'm collecting the details of the students. So basically, I'm writing it like I have a name, then I have a age, then I have their let's say the religion or something. Okay, so I'm just basically writing it down like this. So this is not a structured data. It's an unstructured because I don't let's say it's not uh, representable, you can say. But what is a structured data? If these details have been
Tabular format.
in tabular form, like okay, so this is name, then we have age, then we have religion, something like so. In a tabular form, it is quite representable as well. And if we have to summarize anything, if we have to calculate something or the other, we can do this in structured form. So that's the difference between structured and unstructured data. Okay. Then we
Can we
have
say all the tabular or the structured data and all the non-tabular data or the non-unstructured data?
Uh, yeah, you can say that tabular in the sense like all the values, all the variables, right? All the columns, uh, all the variables like the name, age, and everything should be in different format, like in the sense in different columns, so that you can differentiate between them. Okay, but if you are writing it down in the same line, like in commas, you can't differentiate it, right?
Yes,
So that's the thing.
And if we talk about a single category like name, is it structured? Only the
Only name.
name.
Only
Yeah.
yeah, it's a structured thing, right? Only the
Okay.
name is there.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we have variable and case. What is a variable?
Ma'am, variable is
That varies,
columns.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Vary.
So variable is that
Columns.
varies.
I mean,
So basically, if you see the name, age, and religion, and we have, let's say,
The
the
answer
scores
can
or
change
something.
for each person, right?
Yeah. So basically, the name we can
Variables
have
are
a
information.
name. So we have names like different names, we have different age, we have different religion as well. So basically we have in one column we have different values. The values are varying. That's why we say that it's a variable. Then we have a case. What is a case? Case which is basically a unique item from which we are taking out the observation. So let's say for this student, like for student A, I am collecting the observations like the age, the religion, their score. So basically, my A is what? A case. Okay. And the case should always be unique. Fine.
Yes,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am. I have
Okay.
doubt in variable and case. Now it's clear.
Now it's clear. Okay.
Yes,
Then
ma'am.
we have.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Then can you explain with the
ma'am,
example of
X is
fertilizers
square.
and types of fertilizers?
Just a second, please, one at a time.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Is X case?
X is not a case.
Only A and B are case.
So A is a case, B is a case because these items are unique. Okay. So my age, let's say suppose I'm having a third student. Okay. Let's say C. His age is also X. So are the values unique here? No, right?
No.
Yeah,
No,
that's why.
ma'am.
So we have to take that values which are unique, like A, B, C, D. Everything is unique. It should not repeat. Okay. So what is the case? Basically, you're representing that value. So if I'm asking you something, I would be asking, okay, give me the details of A student, give me the details of the B student, something like that. They are unique. So I can just say, okay, for A, you can collect all the data. For B, you can collect all the data, right? You can
Then can you
differentiate it.
explain this
Ma'am,
thing with the
but in this case,
data
if
set?
we consider as it's a school data set means
Ma'am,
we'll be having their roll numbers like that. If means employees means employee ID like that.
Yeah.
But in that means if you're taking 100 names randomly means there will be 2 or 3 names which few
Correct.
people have the same name.
Correct.
Then can
So
we consider
then,
name as a unique?
no, we won't be considering the name as the unit because they are they are not unique, right? The names are getting repeated. So if I'm asking you anyone's details, so what I would be referring it with the roll numbers, right? They are unique. So I would be asking you, I want the details of roll number 1. I want the details of the roll number 2. So I would be what are cases from which you can uniquely you can collect the data, you can observe the data. That's it. That's our cases. Okay.
And there was a
question
question.
was asked name in name, age, uh, religion, and schools. What is the case in this variable? If we just ask a question like this means what we should answer, ma'am?
So what is the case? A is a case, B is a case, C is a case. They are cases.
Ma'am,
It's
not
like
like that,
sir.
ma'am.
Sorry?
Ma'am, my question is not about that. If they ask name, age, score, or the three variables,
They
in
are
which
not, oh, no, no, no. Name, age, religion, and score. They are not cases, they are variables.
yes, ma'am, they are variables. In which variable row there will be called as cases?
You only tell me in which variable, sorry, in which column I am having a unique cases.
No column, ma'am.
No column.
Ma'am, because ma'am, in this you written data there is a unique names, but I'm asking randomly if it taken means there will be some names. What on that situation? What should be our answer?
Then it would be like I would be having roll number or something kind of like I would be having some
No, ma'am,
different
there is no
column.
such thing like roll number. There is no unique.
Okay, if there is no unique, then there are no cases then.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
And just
Ma'am,
a case in which there were bike brands and bike name. So in this case, we can refer to bike brands individually like Honda, Suzuki, whatever the cases. But if we are having the same brand like Honda twice or thrice, then it will be a variable.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And individually, if we will be saying the Honda, it will be a case because it will be having different other information
Honda.
about
Maybe
it.
if it's become the repetitive, it become the category. Then it will be the variable. It's unique. Not
Then
will
what
be.
Just remember that the cases are unique. That's it. It should be unique.
And
That in that column, everything should
cases
be
also
unique.
called as observations, na?
Okay.
ma'am,
Okay,
here
let's continue. Yeah.
it's they are not variables and cases. Then what
Yeah,
are they?
they are variables. Okay, I'll just cases and okay. When we will do the question, then we will be clear. Okay, fine. I'll just do
Okay,
the
ma'am.
questions. Let's continue with the topic. Fine. Okay.
Okay,
Now
ma'am.
okay. So what will be variable and cases? Then we have two types of data. What are the two types of data?
Categorical data, numerical
And
data.
numerical data.
Categorical and numerical.
Categorical and numerical. Okay, what is the categorical data?
It
Which
carries
can
the
be categorized
quantitative
or comparable.
and numerical
In
quantitative.
which we can identify in the group membership.
So basically, which are qualitative, they are
Yeah.
categorical, and numerical is basically which can be
Quantitative.
quantitative. Correct. So that's the difference between a categorical and a numerical variable. Then we have a cross-sectional and time series data. What are they?
Time series
Ma'am,
data recorded over time and
for
cross-sectional
a
is
period
at the
of time,
same time.
and observational for the same time is done in cross-section.
At the same
Time
point of
series
time.
data are for a period of time.
for specific
Okay. So time series data are the data which are recorded over a period
Over time.
of time, correct? And what is the cross-sectional data? If we are recording the values
Data
for a
At the same time.
at the
At a
same
point of
at
time.
the same
at the
time for a different.
same time, correct? So here I would be having different observations, like many
So, ma'am,
observations.
hospital data set is cross time. मतलब,
Sorry, what?
ma'am, hospital data set is a cross-sectional data set.
Which hospital data?
Ma'am, hospital data set in which one patient is come at 8:03 a.m. and second 8:09 a.m.
Yeah, so basically we are having a different period of time and we are collecting only one observation. We are having only one observation. Then we are having time series data. If we are having different types of observation on the same time, we say that is a cross-sectional data. Fine.
Ma'am, once can you repeat this first?
Yes, ma'am. Please explain again.
Okay, so basically, okay, let's suppose, so let's take an example. Okay, so for cross-sectional data, if I'm having a sales revenue, okay, if I'm collecting the data of the sales revenue of different companies, okay, so what are the observations here? We are having different companies. That means I am having different observation. But what I'm collecting the sales revenue for only 1 month. Let's say January, okay, 2025. I'm only collecting, so I'm having only single time, but I'm having different companies. That means different observations, correct? So that is a cross-sectional data. But here, let's say, if I'm collecting the monthly sales revenue, from January, let's say from different months, let's say from January to December, okay, 2024. Then I'm having different time period, but only one observation is there, which is the monthly sales. That's it. Okay, here I'm collecting for the different companies. Here, what are the different values? My time is varying. Okay, but here my observations are varying. That's the difference between the cross-section and the time series data. Fine.
Okay, ma'am, it's clear. Ma'am, it means hospital data set is time series data set.
It depends upon what are the values that you have been given.
Ma'am, if they say like the monthly revenue of a company over the first 6 months, so in that case, it should be cross-sectional, right? Or like
Time series, because it is taking some period of time
Ma'am, I have
for
a
the
doubt.
data.
Yes.
If we collected data about this case, we are collecting data that monthly revenue, Jan to December 2024. If in case I collect monthly revenue, profit, loss, multiple days of over for a year, then in which case it comes?
The main thing is we have to observe that for what time period we are collecting the data. If I'm collecting for over a period of time, then it's a time series. If I'm collecting for a particular or a same time, it's just a cross-section. That's the main difference. Okay, just see what time period you are collecting, for which time period you are collecting the data. Okay. But basically, in time series, we would be having only one observations. In that one observation, we can have different subcategories. That is fine. Okay. Is it fine?
So, ma'am, if it's like for 1 month, it is cross-sectional data, and if it's like for like 2 to 3 months or like 6 months, in that case, it is time series data.
Time series data. Correct.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
And
Shall
if
we
we
move on?
take 30 days, then it will be time series, na?
If you're collecting for each day, yeah.
And what if we have to study 2 observations for like 1 year, like for every month?
Then it's cross-section.
Time series.
Time series.
But the observations are also 2 or 3.
So, but the time period is long, na?
Okay.
Okay, shall
So
we
you are
continue?
saying time period, if the time period is long and observation is different, then it's time series.
Time.
The observation we are taking in 1 year means we are having lots of observation within a year.
We just have to see the time, not the observations number.
Yes, yes.
So if different observations is occurring in same month, then it is cross section. If other observations are occurring in time of period, then it is time series.
And ma'am, what about the revenue or revenue data are from same day of the
Okay,
different
see, the thing
companies?
is, okay, we are not going in deep. When we will be doing the questions, then you can ask that. Is it fine? Because the open session have been provided to you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Continue.
So please don't continue
Okay.
with the same questions again and again. Is it on? Have you guys understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't want the same
Yes,
questions
ma'am.
again and again. These questions have been resolved in the first session only.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I have a doubt from graded assignment too, ma'am.
Yeah, that will be taken later on. Let me just complete this thing. Is it fine? Is it
Ma'am,
fine, Rajan?
continue the class.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am,
Okay.
please.
Okay. So the last thing is we have the scales of measurement. So what are the different types of scales of measurement? The first one is
Nominal.
Nominal.
Okay. So what is a nominal measurement?
Category means is
Label.
event-based.
Yeah. So basically, nominal is which are like labels. Okay. Which are like
Name,
names,
gender.
gender, or something like that. Okay. Then we have second is like ordinal. What is
Ordinal.
an ordinal scale of measurement?
Which have rank.
Which have order. Okay. It has
Order.
all the properties of nominal, but it can also be ordered. Fine. That is an ordinal scale of measurement. Okay. So these two, nominal and ordinal, are basically which type of data?
Categorical.
Text-based.
Categorical.
Categorical data. Okay. Then we have third, which is in interval scale of measurement. What is an interval scale of measurement?
Doesn't have absolute zero
No
property.
absolute zero.
Okay. Then
An
Numerical
interval
data
scale
that
of
does not
measurement
have
A
no
type of
absolute zero.
numerical data.
and subtraction.
Have a difference.
okay, one at a time. Tanvi, you
Ma'am,
just
data
speak.
is
And
distributed in
we can
categories.
perform only addition and subtraction in
It's a
interval scale of
numerical data that have a
measurement.
difference.
Okay, addition and subtraction only. Okay, one person at a time. So basically, Tanvi, you just speak. Okay, fine. Tanvi, speak.
Yes, ma'am, interval data is a numerical data that have a
Hmm.
difference.
That has a difference. What difference? Like unique, right?
Yes, ma'am, there is a difference in every unit.
Yeah, it has a fixed
In
unit of
every unit.
difference. Yeah, it has a fixed unit of difference. Then we can only add and subtract, and there is no absolute zero. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
And interval scale, we can have negative values.
hello.
Okay. These
I
are the
mean,
difference.
interval scale, we can also multiply and divide.
No, we can only add and
Hello,
subtract.
ma'am.
Just a second.
Like
just a second.
temperature.
Yeah. So
It can be
basically,
negative or positive.
negative and positive.
So we
Okay.
can't multiply and divide in.
No, we can't.
Add or minus.
Ma'am,
Okay.
not all
Also,
the
the
We
temperatures
ratio
can
has
are
no
divide
valid.
with
value.
the ratio.
But
Sorry,
not
what?
all the temperatures are considered as interval scale. Only
Yeah,
few
not.
temperatures are
So only
considered.
Celsius and Fahrenheit are the
Oh,
temperature
no.
which are interval scale. Okay.
Kelvin is considered as a ratio scale.
Ratio scale. So interval scale is it's fine. No absolute zero. We can only add and subtract. It has fixed units of difference and it can have negative values. Fine.
Ma'am, so in interval scale, we can have negative values.
We can have negative values.
Okay, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Ma'am, in interval scale, if suppose there is a marking scheme, if you do a correct option, then you will get a plus 4 marks. And if you choose a wrong option, you will get a -1. So
Correct.
what type of scale this is?
So
Interval or
basically,
ratio?
see, here I'm having a negative value as well, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's why it's a interval scale of measurement. Okay.
But it has an absolute zero also.
Absolute zero?
Ma'am,
Yes,
marks.
if you
Marks, ma'am.
if you get
Huh.
0 marks, then it will be
It
absolute
has
zero.
some, it will be totally zero.
But
So
that zero marks does not represent that the student have zero knowledge.
See, no absolute zero means if I'm having zero, right? It means nothing.
So if a student gets a zero, so it means that he has got nothing marks.
Just a second. I'm getting confused. Just a second. No absolute zero. Yeah. So no absolute zero in the sense, no absolute zero means if I'm having a 0 Celsius, it doesn't mean that there is no temperature, but there is a temperature. Zero is what? The freezing point, right? And in
Yes,
Kelvin,
ma'am, we are considering Celsius and Fahrenheit as a interval scale because
Celsius as a 0 degree, it is not considered as complete 0 degree. In
Hmm.
Celsius, 0 degree is considered as the freezing
Freezing
point of the
point.
water.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
so
has
that
something meaning.
so
In
this
the
zero
same,
has some meaning, okay? But in
Ma'am, I have
absolute zero, the
concern.
zero doesn't have any meaning. So in that
Sorry,
zero
ma'am.
marks, yeah,
Hello.
yeah,
But I have concern with this marks scheme. If you got
yeah.
a
So
plus,
if I'm getting 0 marks, that doesn't mean that I don't have any knowledge, right?
okay.
So in the sense like that, that zero doesn't like it doesn't mean like 0 0. Something, some like
And
maybe
there is
some
a
negative
negative mark in the question that
mark is there, so that's why I got 0. Some like I must have scored in few like in few questions I must have scored some marks, but in some of the other questions I must have got some negative marks or wrong answers or something. That's why I got 0, right?
Okay, ma'am. Thanks.
Yeah.
It's clear.
Okay. So that was all about interval. That we have ratio scale. What is a ratio scale? We are having absolute 0. We can do all the mathematical operations. Okay. Then here I'm the ratio are meaningful.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Okay. And we don't have negative values.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, what does 40 degrees Celsius says? Is it about the intensity of heat or coldness?
Sorry.
Ma'am, if the temperature is 40 degrees Celsius, then it shows what? As I have seen in a lecture, an example by the professor about an AC room that the temperature is an AC room is 20 degrees Celsius and the temperature outside is 40 degrees Celsius. Why is it incorrect to say that the outside temperature is twice or not twice than the inner temperature of the
We can't say, see, if, see, 40 degrees Celsius and 20 degrees Celsius, we don't know the, if 40 degrees Celsius is hot, like some, twice as hot in the sense like 40 degrees Celsius is twice as hot as 20 degrees Celsius. We can't say that. So every Celsius have a different kind of energies, okay, at different kind of temperatures and everything. They have different kind of hot or cold or something. So we can't just say that the the hotness in 20 degrees Celsius is double the hotness in 40 degrees Celsius. We can't say it like that. Okay, every Celsius have a different kind of properties. So we can't just particularly say that 20 degrees Celsius is 40 degrees Celsius is hot, twice as hot as 20 degrees Celsius. That's why. Okay.
But in case of marks, we can say that like that, ma'am. Then how it becomes an interval?
Yeah, sorry.
Marks is like ratio scale. Marks.
In marks, we can say that 40 is 20 is double of 40.
Marks
Yeah,
like
in
ratio
marks
So
we
how
can.
can we say that marks are in an interval scale?
Because it does not have no absolute.
No, it does not have a measurable quantity. Like in height we say centimeter, or like in weight we say kilograms. Like it doesn't have the numerical measurement. So that's why it's come under ordinal scale or like nominal scale. I think so. That's the answer.
And
When the
population
marks
growth
is
can have negative value,
marks
so
is
it
a
is interval.
ratio scale of measurement.
Yeah,
Marks
it's
is a
an
ratio
interval.
scale of measurement.
Okay.
Okay. So that was
Ma'am,
nominal, ordinal. Then we have interval and ratio, and these interval and ratios are come under which data?
Numeric.
numerical data.
Numerical.
Okay. So these were all there
ma'am, I
in
have
the
in doubt.
big one. Yes.
Ma'am, ma'am, variables with an interval scale of measurement may be converted into ratio scale by
Yeah, by
performing.
subtraction.
Ma'am, how? I can't understand this. It is a practice assignment question.
Yeah, I think I resolved this question in the doubt session. You were there?
No, ma'am, maybe I am not attending it.
So basically, what is there in the difference between interval and ratio scale? In ratio scale, we have an absolute zero, correct? So if I'm having let's say, two films, A and B, correct? So we are rating the A film and we are rating the B film. Let's suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, something kind of these kind of ratings have been given out of 5. Okay. Then the same thing. This B film is also I'm rating it by under 5. Okay, so different people are rating it. Let's suppose it's like let's suppose 1, 1, 2, 3. Let's suppose it's 3. Okay, so if you find the difference between, so let's suppose if I find the difference is 0, then we have 1, we have 1, we have 1, we have 2. So here I'm having a 0 rating, correct? What is a 0 rating? That means I am not rated it. Fine, correct? So by subtraction only, I can just convert an interval scale of measurement into a ratio scale of measurement. See, in this, I'm not having any 0. There is no absolute 0, correct? But in this, I'm having an absolute 0. So that's the difference.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
this way, I
Got it.
can convert interval to ratio scale. Fine.
Ma'am, in subtraction, if we have 0, then it's ratio scale.
Then it's not an interval. It should be an interval scale, right? Then only you can calculate by subtraction only. Fine.
Ma'am, is,
Got it, ma'am.
is 0 an interval scale?
Hmm?
0 is interval scale. We can measure 0 in interval scale.
Depends on context.
And absolute 0 means, ma'am, ma'am,
Yeah. So you know, do you know the difference between no absolute 0 and absolute 0?
ma'am, no, ma'am.
Okay. So no absolute 0 is basically if I'm having 0 degrees Celsius. That 0 degrees Celsius, that doesn't mean that I don't have a temperature. 0 degrees Celsius is what? That is a freezing point. Correct? This
Yes,
0
ma'am.
is having some meaning, correct? But in absolute 0, if I'm getting, let's suppose if my height is like 0, that 0 means there is no height, like the person is not even there, right? 0 means nothing. There is an absence of something, correct? In this, there is
Yeah,
a
ma'am.
presence. In no absolute 0, we check the presence. Here we check the absence. Fine, that's the difference.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. So week 1 is clear. Overall, it's clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's
Yes,
solve
ma'am.
some questions.
Yes.
Yeah. So these are the previous year questions. I have taken 4-5 questions. So just solve it. Okay. So this is question 1. Okay.
The head of transportation.
Okay, so the first question is, the head of the transportation facility at the IIT Madras campus wants to conduct a survey to rate the bus services offered to all the students. Okay, he randomly selects 100 final year students from the campus. Based on the given information, answer the questions, second and third. So the first question is, identify the sample and the population. Give me the correct answer.
A and C, ma'am.
A, ma'am.
A
A and
option
C.
is and C option.
Option is
A
correct.
and C.
Everybody is fine with A and C?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
fine. Okay, then the second part. Identify the correct statement from the following.
B
Option A,
option.
ma'am.
B. B.
Option B.
Option B. The person who
B.
said A,
Yes, ma'am. B.
it's B only, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
Ma'am, will
how
you
it's
explain it? How
how
is
it's
it
not a
B?
good representation?
See, basically what, okay. So what is the question? What is the statement? Statement here states that the head wants to conduct a survey to rate the bus services offered to all the students in the IIT Madras, correct? To all the students. But what we are considering, we are only considering the final year students. So is it a good sample? If we are
Very good
surveying,
sample. We can consider about first year, what? No consideration of first year, second year, third year students.
yeah, so we are not considering the rest of the students, the first year students, the second year, the third year students. We are only considering the final year students, right? So if we are conducting any survey for the whole IIT Madras, we should be taking out few groups from all the years, correct? That would be my good sample. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, we have to take small peoples of all 3 years.
All 3 years, correct.
That would be good sample.
That would be a good sample. Okay.
Got it, ma'am.
Shall we proceed to the next question then?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Now, after the inspection of 200 schools, the inspection team issued a statement in the media that the grading of all the Delhi schools is greater than that of all the Chennai schools. The statistical analysis that has helped to reach at this statement is what?
Inferential
Inferential, ma'am.
statistics.
Inferential statistic.
Okay, so everybody is okay with inferential statistics?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
so why it is
ma'am.
an inferential statistics?
Because
because
we
it is
can
giving a
Because
conclusion
it is summarizing
and
the
for information
that
from the data.
leading to a conclusion.
Correct. So we are leading to a conclusion that the grading of the Delhi schools is greater than of all the Chennai schools. So we concluded something from the data. Okay, so that is an inferential statistics. Okay. Now
Small
the
doubt,
next
ma'am.
question. Yeah.
Ma'am, the inferential statistic, they just conclude that all the Delhi schools are greater than all the Chennai schools. But sometimes the statistics can be also false, no, ma'am.
Yeah, it can be false. So,
But then our inferential becomes, means that then our assumption becomes wrong.
correct.
And then what? It's not a right way, na, ma'am.
What is not a right way?
Ma'am, my doubt is, ma'am, they're just considering of a few schools, and they, with the survey of the few schools, they just consider that all the Delhi schools are greater than all the Chennai schools. But in some cases, it can be also false statement, na.
Yeah, it can be false statement. So,
Then how we can it's considered as its statistics?
see,
Means it's
see,
not a correct data.
we are doing experiments, we are doing calculating things and all. So in the calculation also we can make mistakes. It's fine. So that's why we do repetitive experiments. We do repetitive calculations. We collect the data repetitively and we calculate all the things. Then only we come to a conclusion. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. It's just an example. Just don't go that deep. Don't take it as a practical thing or something. It's just an example. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Raghavi, you have a doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So let's proceed with the next question then.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Now the next question is choose the incorrect statement. Tell me the incorrect statement.
A and C.
Huh?
A and C, ma'am.
A and C. Okay. What about others?
Ma'am, in practice assignment, a question was just like C, in which major kernel was given. Ma'am, in that question, it is given that it is an ordinal scale of measurement.
Okay. Yeah, so see, in the army, we have a different kind of positions, right? We have the general, we have the magistrate. So, like, they are in order. So the first comes I don't know the order, but like lieutenant colonel, then we have I think commissioner,
Ma'am,
then
it
we have
was
lieutenant
given
colonel, then
major,
we have,
captain, and colonel.
yeah, major, captain, and colonel. So basically, they are the major, then we have the captain, then we have the colonel. I guess there is some order in this.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so that's the
Ranking
order.
and position.
Shows the hierarchy of the army.
Yeah, that is the hierarchy of the in the army. So basically, the first one is the colonel. Colonel is the like supreme or something. Then we have the captain. Then we have the major something. We have that kind of order in the army thing we have.
Ma'am, can you explain the third question once again?
Ma'am, what is continuous variable? Can you please
And why
explain?
not the option number B in question number 3?
No, I'm just asking you the answer. Then I will be telling you which is the correct answer. Somebody are saying what are saying A and C. What are the others? They are saying
ABC.
A, B,
B,
C.
ma'am.
BC.
Ma'am, DC.
B and
AC.
C maybe.
B and
C, ma'am.
B, C.
A, B, C.
A,
A
B,
and
C.
C only, ma'am.
A and
B
C,
and
A,
C.
B, C, B, C. These are the three
AC.
answers that I'm getting. Yeah, everybody is okay. Like everybody is saying A and C, some are saying A, B, C, and some are saying B, C. Any other thing?
Ma'am,
No?
I think only C.
Ma'am, A
I
and
think
B.
statement A is correct.
Option A and option B.
Any other options?
Ma'am,
Just
only
B.
C.
Just
Only
B.
C is incorrect.
Only C and only B. That's it, correct?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, only D is left. Anybody wants to take D also? Any other combinations?
No,
No,
ma'am.
right? Okay,
No,
fine.
No,
ma'am.
ma'am, no, not.
Good.
Ma'am,
ABC,
and
then
D.
ACD is also left. Then we have BCD also. Any other combinations?
And just like six.
No, ma'am, we had a
Ma'am,
And that's all only, ma'am. All combinations came. Only
Combinations.
then we should get into A, B, C, D, all the combinations only. Yep.
5
Yeah,
concept.
very good. Very good. Okay. Jokes apart, let's go through one each statement. Okay. So basically, we have to choose the incorrect statement. Okay. Now, the first statement is what? The battery life of a laptop is numeric and continuous. It's a correct statement, right? So the battery life is like 2 hours or something. Then we have 3.5 hours, something it's written, right? Something, the battery life is written, correct? In hours, they have a unit. So that's why.
Ma'am,
So
in
basically,
continuous variable decimals are allowed, no?
the decimals are allowed and we have units in continuous variable. Okay. So here I'm having 2, 3. These are numeric and also I'm having the units. So that's why it's a numeric and a continuous variable. So this statement
Ma'am,
is the correct statement.
if it is not unit, then we
Continuous
did not
variable has
consider
weeks.
continuous variable.
See, it depends on the
Ma'am, the
situation.
battery of the laptop is mostly like 2%, 3%, or maybe like 20%, 40%, like that. It's not in decimal.
No, battery life in the sense if you are buying a laptop. So you just ask what is the battery life? If it is like for 9 hours, if it's like for 10.5 hours, something like life is there, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Discrete values do not have units.
Yeah, in discrete
Ma'am,
values, we don't have
Ma'am, it
units.
is necessary that continuous variable must have units.
Yeah, it should have units.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So that's why, see, so battery life is numeric and continuous because I'm having number and also I'm having a units. That's why it's a numeric and a continuous variable. So this statement is actually correct, not an incorrect statement. Is it fine? Option A is fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Then we have option B. The number of deliveries faced by a batsman has an interval scale of measurement. Number of deliveries. So these number of deliveries is basically what? I could have a discrete value, correct? Like 1, 2, 3, something kind of that,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
So if
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
having these values, so these are not like, let's say it's not an interval scale. We have, this is kind of a ratio scale.
Zero, the absolute zero exists in this case,
Yeah,
right?
because we have an absolute zero as well. That's why. So number of deliveries is actually an ratio scale, not an interval scale of measurement. So this option is incorrect. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
But we
Okay.
cannot apply the mathematical operation in number of balls.
We can, number of deliveries,
We
mathematical
can.
operations.
We can
Yeah, we
add the
can.
deliveries or we can subtract. I think we can.
We can do that, I guess. If they want to conclude something, if they want to do calculation or something, they have to find out something. They can do the calculation. Okay. Then we have the third option. The soccer positions, defender, midfielder, forward has an ordinal scale of measurement. Is it true?
No.
Yes,
True,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No.
It's not an
category.
ordinal.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
not an
an
order. It's just the position. Defender is a position, midfielder is a position, and forward is a position. There is no hierarchy. There is no order. Fine.
It is a type of category now.
Category. You can say they are the categories. They are the
Yeah.
position. That's it. It's a name of the position. Okay, nominal thing. Then we have the fourth option. The marital status of a person has a nominal scale of measurement.
Correct.
This is a correct statement. We have a like
Correct.
they are married or unmarried. So that's a nominal scale. So
Ma'am, can
basically
you
option.
please explain option B, ma'am?
Yeah.
Again.
Okay. So what is the number of deliveries? Like the balls they are delivering. So I can have 1 ball they are delivering, 2 balls they are delivering, 3 balls they are delivering, right? So I'm having a discrete values. And the thing is I can have zero balls. 0 means I'm not delivering anything. So there is an absolute 0 cases here, right? So that's why this is a ratio scale of measurement, not an interval scale of measurement. Fine?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. So option B and C are the correct option. These are the incorrect statements. So the combination B and C is the correct. And these all combinations are wrong. Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so how many were there who chose this B and C combination?
Me.
I choose.
I choose PNC.
That's good
I
then.
have chooses also.
That means they understood the concept. That's good.
Yes,
Good,
ma'am.
good. Okay, so let's proceed with the next question then.
Yes.
Question 4. Now, table 1 represent quarterly data of oil productions of the year 2019 and 2020. Which of the following options is or are correct? Tell me the combination. 1 second.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
C.
I have a doubt,
It is a
ma'am.
structured data and time
ANC,
series.
ma'am.
ANC.
ANC, ma'am.
ANC.
Option A and option C.
Ma'am, ANC, ma'am. Structured
A,
data and the
C.
time series data.
Okay. So majority is saying A and C. Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
good. That's the correct answer. So why it is a time series data?
It is
Ma'am,
collected
the
over a
time
period
period.
of time.
Data and collected over a period of time.
Correct. And
Long
why it is a
period of
structured data?
Because
it is in order.
it is in a tabular
Order.
form.
Yes,
Correct.
tabular
In
form.
order.
Good.
Tabular form order.
Yeah, that's it. See, what now you saw the difference between the sign time series and cross-section data, the people who are having doubts in time series and
Yes,
cross-section,
ma'am.
right?
Hello, ma'am. I have
If
a
you
doubt.
do, yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, in the previous question, if instead of battery life it was battery percentage, then it would have been discrete, right?
Battery percentage, it would have been discrete. Yeah, maybe 2%, 3%.
But not always true, ma'am. It can be in decimals
It
also.
can be decimals
Yeah,
also, and the
possible.
percentage is also there. So there is some unit or something is there. So it can be continuous. Okay. So okay.
Ma'am,
So
are these questions are from you are telling that these are PYQ, so are these are have been appeared in qualifier exam? Exact questions these are?
yeah, maybe some of them.
Ma'am, here only if 2019 data was there, then it will be cross-sectional now.
Only 2019 and
No,
if we
2020
had
also.
Number of observations.
see, we are having only one observation and we are having different kind of time period. That's why it's a time series data. If I had only 1 year and I had different kind of categories, then I could have said this is the cross-sectional. Okay.
Okay, quarterly it is there now. Okay, okay.
Yeah, quarterly is also. Okay. Now the last question. Based on the given data in the table 3, answer the following questions. So we have a table. Question 7. Which of the following statement is or are true?
A.
Ma'am, A.
Okay.
C.
C. Okay.
Option A.
Option A.
B and C.
B and C.
B and C. Ma'am, it's B and C.
B and C.
B and C.
A, B,
and C, all three.
A, B, and C, ma'am.
Ma'am, option C.
Ma'am, B and C.
B and C.
Ma'am, B and C.
B and C, ma'am.
B and C.
B and C, ma'am. No,
B and
ABC,
C.
you are correct.
B and C, ma'am.
Okay. So
B, C.
majority, many of them are saying A, many of them are saying C, B, C, D, C, A,
Ma'am,
B, C.
A,
Correct?
B, C.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, C, ma'am,
A,
C.
B.
B and C.
C. B
Okay,
and
okay,
And
fine,
B
fine.
and C.
Okay, fine. So,
Ma'am, B and C.
so everybody
Ma'am,
is,
B and C.
so A, only
Ma'am,
B and
pardon
C
me,
is,
B and C.
Okay.
Yes.
so only B and C are the correct answer. Okay. So basically, X, Y, Z, if
Ma'am,
it is
it is
not
a
a
case.
variable, what it is?
It's a
It is
case,
a,
ma'am.
It's a
it
case,
is a
ma'am.
case.
Case.
Similarly,
It's a
why?
case.
Because all of them are unique.
Unique.
Correct?
Ma'am, it's a case.
Correct. And if I have to collect any data, if I have to ask for data, I would be asking what? I need the data of ABC Private Limited. I need the data of DF Limited, something like that, right? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Now,
Yes, ma'am.
number of employees have a ratio scale of measurement. If you see the number of employees, we have a ratio scale of measurement, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Then
Zero
we
and
have,
five means nothing.
correct. Then we have growth rate percent as a variable. So if you see in growth rate, they are all variable. They are all varying. The values are varying. Okay, this is the correct statement. Then the category have an interval scale of measurement. Are there interval scale of measurement?
No, ma'am.
Nominal
No, ma'am.
scale.
I don't
It's
know,
a
ma'am.
nominal. It's
Nominal.
basically a, yeah. So it is
Nominal.
basically
No,
under
ma'am.
categorical
Nominal
data,
scale.
and it's a nominal scale.
Nominal.
Ma'am, nominal scale.
Nominal scale.
Correct. Now
Yes,
the
ma'am.
second. Now this was the first and the second. What is the scale of measurement of category?
Nominal.
It's
Nominal
nominal
scale.
scale.
Nominal scale.
Nominal scale.
Nominal.
Nominal scale.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's
Nominal.
it.
How?
How?
Is a text base.
What? How?
Category.
Huh?
How it's a nominal scale? Because category is in text base.
Okay. So what do you think? What would be the scale of measurement? Now you tell me. Other than nominal.
I think interval. I think.
Interval. Okay. Okay. So how you gonna in the sense, okay. So in interval we have no absolute zero. Can you just represent this thing in zero? Like, is there any value zero here?
No, ma'am.
So
No.
I don't know.
okay, the interval and the ratio are basically for which type of data?
I think that represents a time period.
It's a numerical
Numerical.
data.
Numerical.
Numerical data.
Number base.
Yeah,
Okay.
numbers, right? So is this a
Okay.
numerical or a categorical data?
Category.
Categorical
It's a
data.
category.
Yeah.
Categorical data, ma'am.
So in categorical
Yes, ma'am.
data, we have two types of scales of measurement, the nominal and the
Nominal.
ordinal.
Nominal and ordinal.
Yeah.
Nominal.
So in ordinal and nominal, which type of scale of measurement will it be?
Nominal.
Nominal.
Yes, it
Nominal,
doesn't
because
have any order.
any order.
Ordinal. Yes, ma'am.
Now is it fine? Doubt is clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
For this, if we refer to the first question, A option, XYZ limited is a variable. If it's in the respect of the section stock, do we call it a variable?
Yeah, then it's a variable. If stock is there, then we say it's a variable.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So week one, I think, is clear. It's fine.
Yes,
Everybody
ma'am.
understood the
Yes, ma'am.
concept?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
The
ma'am.
number of employees can be an interval scale.
Huh?
The
Number of
number
employees?
of employees that can be an interval scale of measurement.
How?
Now, Rush.
Cannot have a negative.
No, number of employees
We
cannot
can
be
have
interval scale of
absolute
measurement.
zero as well.
It have absolute
Can't
zero.
have negative values.
Just go through all the what are the things that are there in the interval and the ratio. Okay. Then compare it this with the data. That you will understand if it's an interval or a ratio scale. Fine?
And
Yeah. Okay. So I guess week one is overall clear to everyone, I guess,
yes,
because
ma'am.
I'm getting
Yes,
the
ma'am.
Yes,
answer.
ma'am.
So these
Yes,
type of
ma'am.
questions are there in
Yes,
the
ma'am.
paper. Okay. It's just as simple. Just go through the questions repeatedly and just think what question they are asking, what type of data they have given. Okay. And if you are confused between interval and ratio, just jot it down, all the things that are the difference between the interval and the ratio, right? What were there? We have the
Yes,
no
ma'am.
absolute zero, addition and subtraction, fixed unit, negative values. We are absolute zero, all mathematical operation, ratio is meaningful, and we don't have negative values. Just jot down all the values, all the rules, all the things that are there, then just compare it with the data. That will be easy for you. Fine?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
Fine, ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Then let's go to week two, shall we?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
We
Yeah,
have
ma'am.
questions in qualifier.
Sorry?
Ma'am, we have these types of questions in qualifier or somewhat up level.
Same we have in qualifier. For
So
every,
is it the level of the questions which are gonna come for the qualifier, or is it gonna be a bit more like tougher?
Yeah, that's I'm asking.
see, nothing is tough. Okay. These type of, if you are clear with the concept and all, these type of questions, like only like these kind of questions will be there. No,
Okay.
not tough or
Not
anything.
like that, ma'am. Well, comparing to activity questions, a little bit, a point, not point, a 5% to 10%, the practice assignment and the graded assignment was slight tough, ma'am.
Yeah, they were
It's
little.
taking time, ma'am.
Yeah, it will take time because there is no time limitations or anything. But in exam, we have time limitations, right? So there is a
Yes,
difference.
ma'am.
Yeah, there is a difference.
Ratio scale of measurement have units.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Can you please explain a bit on ratio and interval, because it's still not clear to me.
What is not clear?
The differentiation, because there was a question related to that in the graded assignment, and I chose ratio as I thought that the students can get 0 marks as well. So that was incorrect. So somehow I am not I'm not understanding the concept clearly, I think.
If you just okay, can I just do one thing? Can I just complete the week 2? Then can I take up with your doubt?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
ma'am, sure.
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay, fine.
Do
Just
ratio
one
scale
second.
of measurement have
Ma'am?
units?
Sorry.
Ma'am, is week 5 needed to be done for the qualifier?
Yes. No, means not in the exam, but you have to do.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, we can
Now,
start week 2,
Ma'am,
then
can move forward, ma'am,
then
please.
other doubts are
Yes,
after
ma'am.
week 2.
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
So let's complete. Now, week 2. In week 2, we are actually what are the topics? Like mainly we are concentrating on the categorical variable. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, in categorical variable, if we have the first step is if we have to represent it, we would be representing it through weak frequency distribution,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So if I say I am having a categories like A, B, then we have C, then we have D, then we have A. So what is the frequency distribution? I would be making a table. So these will be the values and these will be the frequency distribution, correct? So I'm having what are the unique values? I'm having A, B, C, and D. And what is the frequency distribution? The number of times the A has appeared. So if we say in this data, I'm having A 3 times, I'm having B 2 times, C is 1, and D is 1. So this is a frequency distribution, right? Then we have the relative frequency. Okay, what is the relative frequency? Relative frequency is basically what? Frequency divided by the total frequency. So what is the
Subgroup
total?
count upon total count.
3/7.
So basically, okay, so the total number of frequency is basically 7. Now, what is the relative frequency of A? It will be 3 divided by 7.
3/7.
Divided
3
by
by
7.
7, 1 by 7, and 1 by 7.
1/7.
And the sum of relative frequency
Divided
comes out
by
to be
total.
1.
Is equal to
comes out to
1.
be, yeah, comes out to be 1.
So,
Okay,
no
and
Sunday
the relative, sorry, anybody said anything?
No, just continue.
Okay, and relative frequency always falls in the range from 0 to
1.
1.
0 to
Less,
1.
less than
So
1.
this is, sorry,
Sum of relative frequency is 1. So
yeah,
for each
sum of
value, it
relative
should be less than
frequency.
1, right?
Yeah, correct. Sum of the frequencies is 1, and the range of relative frequency, the values here, all of them should be less than 1. That is, it should be between 0 and 1, like that. Between 0 and 1. Okay. So this is how you represent a categorical variable. Then, if I have to represent it through graphically, so I would be having some charts. Correct?
Yes.
What are the two most common charts?
Bar chart,
Bar
pie chart.
chart,
Bar and
pie
pie.
Bar chart and pie
Bar
chart.
chart, pie chart, and Pareto chart.
Yes, ma'am.
So mainly it's bar chart and pie chart. So what for what we are using bar chart?
Ma'am, to represent frequency.
Ma'am, then we
Category
have to
of
represent the
variable.
particular value
Yeah,
separately.
if we have to,
Comparing the different frequencies.
yeah, correct. So if we have to show any comparison or something, okay, so we will be having a bar
Use the
chart. So
bar
bar
chart.
chart is basically what? We are having two axes, x-axis and y-axis. Then we would be having the bars, okay? And what are the things? The bar should be of, each of the bars should be of equal width, right?
Equal
And
width.
and in between all the bars, there should be some space, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then we have a pie chart. What pie chart is used?
It is used
Show
to
the
show
proportions of
Showing
Proportion
portion.
of
particular
portion
percentage.
distribution.
Yeah, if we have
Proportion,
to
there is
show the proportional, okay, if we have to we have to show the proportional or something, we use the pie chart. Okay, so pie chart is basically what? A circle which is divided,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, through percentage. Fine. And you have to see that the percentage that every person should add up and it should be equal to 100%.
100.
Different categories.
Different categories. Okay. Then we have one more thing. We have a Pareto chart. What is the Pareto chart?
Ascending order of all
In
the.
Yeah.
ascending order or
It is
in
like a
descending
bar
order?
chart only. It shows highest
All the
to
bars are arranged in ascending order or
Higher
in
to lower and lower to higher.
Yeah. So basically, if we have to
Identify
represent,
problems in business process.
yeah. So basically, if my chart is in ascending order or descending order, we say that it's a Pareto chart. Okay.
Pareto chart. Yes,
It
ma'am.
can be in descending or it can be in ascending order as
highest
well.
to lowest or
Okay.
lowest to highest.
Yeah. So in this, I
Yes.
can find out which is the highest, which is the values, which category is having the highest value, which category is having the
It's
lowest
like
value. So it's
Most.
better. Yeah. So we can, so if we like, these are this is a sorted chart, you can say. Okay.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
and the main important thing, if I'm having an order, let's say suppose I'm having, I'm making a chart of the t-shirt sizes, like I'm having small, medium, and large, right? So for this, if I'm making a chart, the order should be maintained. So if I'm making a chart like this, the first one should be small, then I should have medium, then I should have large. Or I can say that the first one should be large, the second one should be medium, and the last should be small, right? So I should maintain an order. Fine?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
got it. Ma'am.
Okay. Now we have some, okay. Then we have some, yeah. Tell me.
Ma'am, can you once again explain the variable and case difference?
Yeah, I'll just take it up to the last.
Difference
Okay.
between variable and the case.
Yeah, I will take it to the last. Fine?
Okay.
Yeah, let me just complete week 2. Okay. Now we have area principle. What do you mean by area principle?
It displays the display of data.
Yeah. So if let's suppose I'm having A is
And it
15.
obey a fundamental rule.
Correct. So if let's suppose I'm having A as 15, B as 10, and C as 10. And if I'm representing this data graphically, okay, so let's suppose this is A, B, and C. Okay, this is like 5, 10, and 15. So let's suppose I'm making a graph like this. Is it following an area principle?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am.
No. Why?
No, ma'am.
Because the
Because
bars are
A.
not corresponding to the values that we have here. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So basically A is what? 15, right? So I would be having bars like this. Then we have B as 10. Then I have C as 10. So this is following the area principle. Fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
we have
And if
truncated
the
graph.
bars are of unequal width, in that case also it is area principle violation, right?
Yeah, you can
Yes.
say that. Okay. Then we have the truncated graph. What is truncated graph? Okay. Now tell me which is the correct. So truncated graph in the sense the baseline is not starting with 0. Okay. So this is a simple graph in which my base is starting with 0. Then I have another graph in which my baseline is not starting with 0, but it is starting with some other number. Okay. So if I have to start the base with some other number, I will be using a truncation, like the kink. This is called the kink.
Ma'am,
Okay.
truncated graph means?
Truncated graph is that graph in which the baseline is not starting with 0.
I think bar graph should always start from 0.
It from 0. Okay. But sometimes what we do, we don't start with 0. So if you're not starting with 0, we should
Ma'am,
show a kink.
bar graph is not truncated graph.
Bar
It
graph.
can be.
Okay. So, okay. So the thing is, the main thing
Yes,
is what?
ma'am.
So, what?
Ma'am, you continue.
Yeah. So basically, truncated graph is what is the truncated graph? If my baseline is not starting with 0. Okay. So let's suppose I'm having two graphs here. Okay. This is like 30. The baseline is not starting with 30, okay? Sorry, 0. Now this is the same graph. Which is the correct graph?
First.
The
Second
right,
one.
second
The right
one,
one.
the right side.
Second
The
one.
Second one is right.
And this is wrong. Why? Because I have not shown the kink here, right? I'm not representing this as a truncated graph. But here I have shown a kink. This is a truncated graph. That's why this is the correct graph. Okay.
Graph.
So
Missing
whenever you
baseline
are not,
means we are not having 0.
sorry,
Ma'am, when we're not starting from zero, what do we call those two lines which we like
Truncated
draw
graph.
to indicate that the graph is?
To shrink some part of graph.
And if we are not having the labeled x-axis, then what we will call that?
No, we have to label x-axis and y-axis.
If it is not labeled, then what we will call that? This graph is, it is having which type of
Not a
error?
proper graph.
It's a misleading
Yeah,
graph.
it's not proper graph because every graph has labeling.
Misleading graph.
you can say that. Okay. So that's it. So that was like truncated graph. So truncated graph is basically the base is not starting with 0. Okay. And we represent it by the kink. Now we have round of errors. What is a round of errors? Round of error, yeah, which does
In
not
pie
add,
chart, if it is not, it does
yeah,
not add to 100%.
add up
It does not add to 100%.
100%. Okay,
Approximation is wrong.
correct. Okay, these were the things for the chart thing. Okay, then the next we have, if we have
Ma'am,
to
can you give real life examples on this? And
real life
graph
example,
is for this graph.
Bro, it's too easy.
right now I'm not remembering anything.
Like
Suppose,
in a class, we have 40 members, and you ask everyone what fruits you like. Some say 40% say apple, 30% say like somehow it's not add
no,
up
no,
to
round,
100%.
see, round of error in the sense, I'm having a data like 33.4, then I'm having 33.5, something like that in decimals. Then I
If you
round
add
it off.
it, then we not get 100%.
Correct.
Right.
So
Okay.
if I'm rounding it off and then I'm adding it, I'm not getting 100%. It's not equal to 100. But
Like
this
approx value.
whole is adding up to 100, correct? So that is in round of
Okay.
errors. Okay. So basic the main thing is that all the percentage, if I sum it up, I should get 100%. That's it. That's a round of error.
Ma'am, are
Okay.
round of error most common in like pie chart, or are they common in bar chart also,
Pie
or
chart.
like in
Pie chart.
frequency table?
No, it's in
So
pie chart.
like suppose if the relative frequency does not add up to 1, okay.
Yeah. So basically what? This is, we are talking about 100%. 100% is basically for the pie chart only, right? In pie chart, we are having slices in percentages, right? 35%, 10%, 20%, like that, right? So that
Yes, ma'am.
percentage should add up to 100. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Raghavi, you have raised your hand. You are having any doubt? If not, please just raise down.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yeah, what?
And from activity question number 7,
Huh?
activity 2, activity 2.1, question number 7, ma'am.
Okay, okay. I'll take it to the last. Okay. Just let me
Okay.
complete with the theory. Okay. Till then, can you just down your hand?
Yes, ma'am.
Lower your hand. Yeah.
Ma'am, I have a problem. I am doing the assignment from abroad, so I will be giving the qualify exam from abroad, and they have given the system test, and when I tried to do it, it showed that the assessment is locked, so get in touch with the administrator. I've sent the email to both this support and the IIT Global team from whom I got the email from, but then I did not get any reply, and today is the last day of attending that.
That's on 3rd August, right?
Uh, yeah, but then we can do it right now also. I got an email. That's what it says. It says today is the
That will
last day of
start
the
on 3rd. No. Today is the last day. I got the
No,
email
no,
today, and it's on 3rd, tomorrow.
no. For me, it's last day today.
So you need to log in into that portal. You have been provided the password and
Yes, I
the
did, but
link,
then
right?
it's saying yes, it says the assessment is logged. So I need an administrator to unlock it. So I sent an email, but then I did not get any response.
For what topic you are talking about, guys? I can't get it.
Okay, I'll just talk to you at last, okay? Just send me the mail regarding this issue. I'll just talk to the team, okay?
Ma'am, can you send your email in the
Yeah,
chat?
I'll
I'll
just
send
in the
it.
chat box. Let me just complete this thing, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Then we have, now I was representing the categorical variables to the charts. Then if I have to summarize the data, so there are two types of measures, right? What are the two types of measures? We have mode, right? Then we have
Median.
Then we have median. Okay. So what is a mode?
Highest
Highest occurring.
Highest frequency.
Yeah, we can say the highest frequency or the most common highest frequency, or we can say the most common
Most
category.
common category.
Okay. In bar chart, if we have to check whether what is a mode, what we will be
Longest.
checking?
Longest bar.
The
Highest
longest.
frequency and longest bar.
Longest bar.
Okay. And if in pie chart, I would be checking out
Widest slice.
the widest slice.
Widest
Okay.
side.
Now, then we have the in a data I can have two modes, I can have multi-mode, right? I can have one mode, two mode, three mode, four mode. I can have many modes. Okay. Then we have a median. What is a median?
Average
Middle value.
The middle value.
Middle observation of the sorted
Observation.
Yeah, so we can say the middle value. Okay.
Observation.
Median is the middle value. Right?
Ma'am, medium can be calculated for only ordinal data set.
Yeah. Okay. So the one thing
Yes,
is
ma'am.
I'm having, see, this is categorical, right? So in categorical, I'm having two variables. One is nominal and one is ordinal.
Ordinal.
Correct? Now, for mode, we can, for nominal and ordinal, both we can calculate the mode.
Mode.
Okay? But in ordinal case only, we can calculate the median. Why? Anybody knows the answer?
Ma'am, we can only arrange
Median is
all.
the middle value, so
Nominal
it has to
cannot be
be in
arranged in
order.
order.
Yeah, so the
Because
first,
we
okay,
have
if
to
you
order the
remember,
median.
if we are calculating median, the first step is we have to arrange the data, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
if I'm
ma'am,
having
we have to arrange data in ascending or descending order.
yeah, in ascending order, we have to arrange it, right? So that's why. So if we have to arrange it, I should know the order, right? If I'm having a nominal scale, I don't have any order. That's why we can't calculate for the nominal, but we can only calculate for the ordinal data. Fine?
Fine, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
these were all there in week 2. What were there? There were how to summarize, how to represent a categorical variable graphically. Okay. Then we had how to summarize the data. So these were all the things. Okay. So shall we do with the questions? Some questions. The
Yes, ma'am.
theory is
Yes,
clear,
ma'am.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, what is bimodal and multimodal data?
Bimodal is we are having
Two
two
modes.
modes. Multimode is like we are having more than two.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Now let's go with the first question. Sunidhi purchased 5 t-shirts of sizes M, L, S, XL, and S for her cousin. Later, she purchased one more t-shirt of size M. Then choose the correct options from the following.
B.
Ma'am, B.
Option B.
And B.
Yeah.
Option B, ma'am.
Ma'am, B.
Can you
That's
explain bimodal?
Bimodal is we are having two modes.
Two or more than two categories.
Two modes. That's it. Only B option is correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
We can
maybe
say
A also. A also.
Ma'am, where can I get this PDF?
of PYQs?
I will upload this.
See, ma'am.
It will
Sorry,
be
ma'am.
B and
B
C.
and C.
Huh? Sorry.
A and B.
B and
A and
C.
B and
Ma'am,
C.
A and B.
It is D.
Ma'am,
B.
A and B. A and B, B and C and
B and C.
B and
nothing.
C.
Ma'am, A and B.
Ma'am, B and C.
That's it? Okay.
Yes.
So the people who answered B and A are the correct. This is the correct answer. Okay. Let's go through each of the statements. First, median of the new data is same as of the old data. So first of all, I'm having, okay. So first of all, if I have to calculate the median, the first thing is I need to arrange the values, right? So the
Yes,
old
ma'am.
data, what was the old data? Old data was, the first is S, then we have S, then we have median, large and Excel, correct? And now we have the new data. What is new data? S, M, L, and Excel. That is the data, correct? Now, the median of the new data is same as of all the data. Now, for old data, what was the median?
M.
It is M. And for the new
M.
data, what is the median?
M.
It is M only, right? So basically for median, for the new data and the old data, the median are same. So this option is correct.
But
I'll accept.
Now, now the next option, new data will be by model. So if you see the new data, I'm having two mods, M and M, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
That's why this is a by model. Okay. Then third option, median of the new data will change. Is it changing?
No, ma'am.
No. Now, so this option is wrong. The new data will be unimodel. So in the new data, here only I said that it is a bimodal. So this option is already wrong. So
Wrong.
option A and B are the correct option. Is the question first clear?
Here,
Yes, ma'am.
here the S and M are the bimodal, right?
Yes,
But there
ma'am.
is no other value for the extra large and the other large. So will it be still called binomial because there are two values that are repeated, not the other ones?
Oh, sorry, we are talking about, yeah. So basically my S is repeating 2 times, my M is repeating 2 times, correct? So I am having 2 mods here, which is like, I'm having 2 categories for which I am having the highest frequencies, 2 and 2, correct? So that's why this is S and M. In here, the frequency of L is 1 and for Excel it's 1. So if you compare, if you see, look into the frequency distribution for S and M, I'm having the highest frequencies. That's why, and they are same. So that's why I'm having 2 mods here. Fine? Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
So if here I had like for L, I had 3 values more, then I would have the frequency as 3. So this would be my mod, the large, right? And it would have been unimodal in that case. Okay. So question 1 is clear?
Ma'am, if we
Yes, ma'am.
want percentage
Yes,
or
ma'am.
proportion, pie chart is best.
Yeah, first side is best.
I mean, the place of MS is entered, then what will be the median?
So S and M both will be the median.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so shall we jump to the next question?
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, figure Q.2 illustrates the proportional distribution of renewable energy consumption across various sources throughout the country. The total renewable energy consumption is given as 350 kilowatt. Okay, so this is the total energy consumption. Find based on the above information, answer the following question. First, find the value of 10x. Raghavi, what's your doubt?
Ma'am, it's just to remind my last question.
What was the last question?
You said me that I will clear it in the last of the session at last.
Oh, okay, that activity question, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, if there is a S instead of M, then the median will be changed and mode will be unimodal.
Yeah, it will be minimal.
And the median will be changed. Option.
Median will, yeah, I'm having S and M would be the median.
So the option will be changed. The median will be changed. Option will correct. Okay.
The answer is 457, I guess.
357 is the
Ma'am,
answer.
357 is the answer.
357.
Yes, ma'am. 3.57.
357.
No, ma'am, 357.
Because we want 10x.
Yeah.
Because
So the
3
answer-
point
57, ma'am.
because 335.7 we have to multiply it by 10.
I'm also saying this 3.57.
Yeah, so basically the answer is 357. So everybody is getting answer 357?
Yes.
Okay. The question was easy.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now
Yes,
let's
ma'am, too easy.
go too easy. Oh, God. Okay, next question. Choose the correct statement from the following.
Ma'am, please show the pie chart also.
Ma'am, please show the pie chart.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you show the options?
I mean, is correct option.
A is correct.
No.
Ma'am, the pie chart, 1 second.
Pie
Can you
chart,
show
ma'am.
pie
Ma'am,
chart? I want to.
ma'am, please zoom out the sheet.
Zoom out.
Zoom in.
Ma'am,
No,
zoom out, zoom
ma'am.
out. Ma'am, zoom out, zoom out.
Zoom out. Yeah.
Will you be able to see it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you please
Guys,
solve the
please stop
first
texting.
part?
One is correct and
Is scroll a little bit. Yeah.
Ma'am, can you please solve the first part? Find the value of 10x.
Yeah, I'll solve it. Just a second.
A and C, ma'am.
Yeah,
Okay,
ma'am.
I'm
A and
solving.
C.
Okay, guys, you solve the second part. I'm just solving the first part. Okay. So basically, we need to find out the 10x. So x is basically I need to find out this x value. Correct. Now we know that the total sum of all the percentages is what, 100%. Correct. Who was the one who's having doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So it is 100%. Now, if I sum all the values, all the given values, and subtract it by 100, I would be getting x. So if I sum all these values, if I sum it up, okay, and I subtract this value from 100, I would be getting the value of x as 35.7.
0.7.
Okay. Then if I need to calculate 10x, it would be 10 into 35.7, which is 357. Fine?
Okay.
Yep, ma'am.
Okay. Can I zoom it now?
Ma'am, the answer is A.
The answer is
A and C, ma'am.
yeah, ma'am. A and C.
okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, A and C.
Yes, ma'am. A and C.
A and C. Okay.
A is most common.
So more of the data is solar energy. If you see the widest part here, I'm having the solar energy as the widest slice. Okay. Then we have median of the data is wind energy. As why the median can't be calculated?
Because it's a
Ma'am,
pie
median
chart.
of the data is hydro
It's
energy.
nominal, ma'am.
It's nominal because we
Nominal.
can't order it. Fine. Now, the combined consumption of the hydro, biomass, and geothermal energy is more than the wind energy. So what is the combined energy? You guys
34.
calculated, right? It's coming out to be 35.7.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
the wind energy is less than, it's like 28 something. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that's why we say that the combined consumption for three energy is more than the wind energy. So option C is correct. Then the consumption of solar energy is 120 kilowatt.
No,
Did you
it's
calculate it?
120. Yeah, it was
Yes, ma'am.
124
120.
something.
124 point something.
Yeah.
124 point something is that. So this statement
Yes,
is wrong.
ma'am.
So option A and C are the correct
Ma'am, if
option.
this pie chart was having the ordinal variables, then we will be able to calculate the median or not?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Yeah. So this
Ma'am,
thing
I
is
have a
clear?
doubt.
Yeah.
While solving question, I confuse which is nominal or ordinal. Whenever I see pie chart.
No, if in the question it is stated that they are in order, something or the other, like their order is preserved, then it's an ordinal. They in the question only it will be stated. Don't worry.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah.
Ma'am, in pie chart, how will we get median, ma'am?
Yeah.
In pie chart, how will we get median?
How will we get median? If the
Yeah.
data are in order, we can calculate the median.
Ma'am, but there was
Like
a statement in one of the activity that median is not defined for pie charts.
Yeah, ma'am.
median is not for pie chart. Hmm. See, actually, the main thing is for median, we need to know the order, correct? And in pie chart, the thing is we are representing the data like in percentage form, correct?
Yeah,
So
ma'am.
most of the pie chart, they are not in order. Like the data that we are representing the pie chart, they are not in order. They are like basically nominal scale. In bar chart only, if you remember, we have Pareto chart, we have ordinal, like the order is also maintained. We have Pareto chart as well, and simple bar chart is also there, correct?
Yes.
So that's why we say that in in pie chart, the median can't be calculated, but in bar chart we can calculate because the order can be maintained there. We can also like uh, represent the data in order. We can sort the data in the bar chart as well, which is the Pareto chart and all. That's why we say in pie chart we can't calculate the median.
So it's a general case, but it can be in some rare cases.
Yeah, I think so. It can be calculated, but I'll just look into it more. Okay.
Okay.
I'll just, yeah. Okay. So shall we go to the question C?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
answer is A and D.
D. A and D.
A and D.
A and B.
A and D. Yeah.
Mode is the most common and median is 20. Middle.
Ma'am, A and B.
Ma'am,
D.
A and B.
Ma'am, A.
A and D.
Why B?
A and B.
Okay. So first of all, let's go through each statement. So here we are representing the data of number of t-shirts sold of different sizes in a shop of clothes. So we are having different sizes. Now choose the correct statement. Mode of the data set is size M. So if you see here, the mode is basically the category which is having the highest frequency.
Right.
So medium is having the highest frequency. That's why the mode is M. So this option is correct. Now, mean of the data set is 25. As this is an categorical data, we can't calculate the mean. So this option is
Wrong.
wrong. Now, the population variance. We can't calculate the mean. How can we calculate the population variance? This also statement is also wrong. Then the median of the data set is 20.
True.
How?
True, ma'am.
Ma'am, true.
How?
No,
I guess
it's false.
25
Middle
will be
point.
Median of the
Ma'am,
data set is M now.
Midpoint of
25.
medium is 20.
Okay. In the question, has it been stated that they are in order?
No.
No.
No, ma'am.
How can you order it on your own? See, if in the question it has been stated that the t-shirts are in order, then you can calculate the median. But if they are not in order, we can't calculate the median.
What
so
are
ma'am,
the
if
mean?
question says put
Ma'am,
this graph in order, so we have to calculate median.
For median, ma'am, we can
Ma'am,
arrange it, right? Like,
Okay,
it's
just a
not
second, just a second.
ordered.
It's
Can't
these
Yeah,
are
ma'am. It's
order.
XS,
T-shirt
SM,
size.
and so on is in
see,
order.
no. See,
Order small.
sorry, my bad.
It is ordinal values, no?
See,
So
these
we
are
will not
okay.
be
I'm
able
sorry.
to calculate median.
Just a second, just a second. Let me complete my mistake. These are in order, but the question here is the statement is the median of the data set is 20. Okay, but here the my median
25.
should be M.
M should be the median.
Yeah, ma'am. M.
So median is M, not 20. Fine. So this is a
Ma'am.
correct statement. So only option A is the correct statement. Fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Option B.
Option A is the correct option. Shall we proceed to the next question then?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Continue.
Calculated for only nominal data set.
Sorry?
The mean can be calculated only for nominal data sets.
No. For categorical, we can't calculate mean.
Okay, so sorry. Thank you.
Okay. Now, the last question. Table 2 represent the movies released in 2022 on the OTT platform. Based on the given information, answer the following question. Find the total number of released movies in 2022 on OTT platform.
Ma'am, first one is 54. Ma'am, 68.
Okay. Give me only one number.
Ma'am, my bad. Ma'am, 68.
68. Anything else? Any other number?
No, ma'am.
What about others?
Ma'am, can you solve this question?
Yeah, I will solve it, but first I need your answers.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Oh, 200, ma'am.
Yeah, first is
200.
200
200.
and second
Yes, ma'am.
is
200.
Ma'am, second
37.
में ma'am
Ma'am,
D
it's
value
200.
ma'am D is 8.
Second is 37.
We know that
200, ma'am.
Ma'am, first is 200.
First is 200. Anything else? Any other number?
No.
No, ma'am.
Second one is 17 and 20.
Second is 37.
Okay. So let's go with the, okay. So who all are got the answer as to 200? You got, okay. And the person who got 68, what about him?
Sorry, ma'am. Ma'am, I thought maximum number.
Maximum number?
Ma'am, and 0.545.
What 0.54?
That
Ma'am,
is the third
I
answer.
misread the question.
Okay, okay, let me first complete the first question. The first question, the answer is 200. Everybody understood how to do it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Anybody
ma'am.
having
Yes, ma'am.
one person asked me to solve this question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so Pratyaksha, I guess. I don't know. You
54
Yes, ma'am.
divided
Yes,
by
ma'am.
0.27.
Ma'am, can you please explain the first question?
okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
we need to find out the
Confusion
total.
it.
Yeah. Okay. So we need to find out the total number of released movies, right? So these are so this column is basically denoting the number of movies. So I need to calculate this total number. Okay. So if I need to calculate this total number, I need the whole values, right? But here some values are missing. Okay. Now, if you remember, what is the formula of relative frequency? It is frequency divided by total frequency. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
This, what is
Yes,
this?
ma'am.
Yeah. So this total frequency is basically the sum of all the frequencies here, the sum of all the number of movies, right? So now, if I need to calculate the total frequency, I can calculate it by frequency divided by relative frequency.
Yes, ma'am.
So if you see here, this for option for action, I'm having the frequency, I'm having the relative frequency as well, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So if I put the values here in this option, which is basically 54 divided by 0.27, if you calculate this value, I'm getting 200 as the answer. Okay, so this way I can calculate the total frequency. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, the second question. Find the number of thriller and comedy movies released.
37.
20 and
17.
37.
37, ma'am.
37.
37.
Yeah, 37. So basically, okay, so thriller and comedy movies. Okay, comedy is here and thriller is. Basically, I need to calculate the values D and C.
Comedy is 17. Thrill is
B
20.
is 17 and C is 20.
Yes, ma'am.
20. And how did you
Yes, ma'am.
calculate these values?
relative
From
frequency.
the total frequency formula.
Yeah,
Sorry.
correct.
Relative frequency into
0.085
Related,
into 200.
Correct. So I had the total frequency. I had the relative frequency as well for both of the rows. That's why with the formula only I calculated the frequency. Okay. Frequency is basically what? The relative frequency into total frequency.
yes, ma'am.
Fine. Now calculate A plus B. That means
0.545, ma'am.
From this formula, we can
Yes,
take
ma'am.
out.
535.
Ma'am, from this formula, we can find the value of A and B. Matlab, D and C also.
yes.
Frequency for.
Yeah. You can
Okay,
find
ma'am.
out. Yeah.
Okay,
This is the main formula. With this formula, you can calculate the relative frequency or frequency or total frequency. Okay. But if you want to calculate one thing, you need the other two values that you have to see. Okay. So Dhruvan, you have a doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What's your doubt?
Once can you explain this? How did you get d is equals to 70?
D is equals to 70. Okay. So basically, what is D? D is my frequency.
Yes, ma'am.
D is my frequency. And how can you calculate frequency? By multiplying relative frequency and total frequency?
Yes, ma'am.
For D, for comedy, what is the relative frequency? 0.085.
Yes.
And what is total frequency? 200. If you calculate this, you will be getting 17, I guess.
Yes.
Like
Yes,
that. Fine. So this was the last question. So week 2 is also clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am,
table
doubt.
clear.
Good.
I have a
Okay
doubt.
then. Yeah, what's your doubt?
Ma'am, can you
Ma'am,
explain
can
when
go
to
ahead, ma'am.
use the pie chart and when bar chart?
Bar chart is basically if you are just comparing something. If I'm having simple values, relative frequencies, and I'm having some categories, then you can use the bar chart. But if you are having percentage, in percentage form, you are having some values, or if you have to show the proportions, then you use the pie chart. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay then.
Hello, ma'am.
Ma'am, ordinal data can be represented in Pareto chart.
Pareto chart is basically we are arranging the frequencies. Okay? And order is
Yes,
like we
ma'am.
are maintaining the orders of the category.
Yes, ma'am.
मैम
Okay?
वीक 3 एंड वीक 4 का ऐसा रिवीजन कब होगा?
Next week.
So
Ma'am,
Pareto chart can be
Ma'am,
in
is the
ascending.
teaching done? Can we?
Week 1 to week 4 syllabus came in quiz 1.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
ma'am, can you explain the last
When
question
we will
again?
start at week 5?
Sorry.
When we will start at week 5, as we have to submit the graded assignment before 9.
Next week.
Ma'am, week 3 and week 4 revision.
Next week.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank
Before
you, ma'am, for this
Pareto chart
session.
Bonus
right?
marks in EM.
Sorry.
Pareto chart can be ordered in ascending as well as in descending order.
Yeah, you can.
Ma'am, can you like explain the last question again?
Last question. This one.
Yeah, ma'am.
Which part?
All
Third.
three questions.
All the
Third
three
part.
questions.
Third part.
Do we have a bonus marks in EMQ assignment?
There is no bonus marks. It's a graded assignment.
So EMQ are graded.
Yeah.
If I have cleared the like cutoff for week 1 and week 2, but have less marks in computational thinking in week 3, then am I qualified?
Yep.
Okay.
So,
So
EMQ
Whatever
assignments are
your
graded or non-graded?
course says. If it says yes, then you are qualified. And if it says no, then you're not qualified.
there it is yes, but in after week 3, will it be updated again, like after week 4?
So you have to wait for the result of week 4.
Okay, so like there's average of 2 weeks, right? Not only one.
It is average of 4 weeks.
Yes, I have only less marks in week 3, that two only in computational thinking.
Okay, we will
Now it
discuss this
says
later.
yes. After week 4, if it says no, then you're not qualified to give an qualifier.
Okay, just let me complete with the doubt thing. Then this extra things which are not related to the subject, we will take up after the class. Fine? You can discuss it. Yeah. Let me just complete this thing. Okay. So yeah, some few students had the doubt in question 4, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. So the first part, is it clear? Like, what is the doubt in the first part?
No, ma'am, I wasn't getting the whole point of this. So can you like brush up the all 3 questions?
Okay. So the first thing is they are asking find the total number of release movies. Okay. So total number of release movies in the sense I need to calculate the sum of all the frequencies here. Correct?
Yeah, ma'am.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So if I need the total frequency, I need one, I know one formula. What is that one formula? Which includes the relative frequencies, which include the total frequency, and which include
Sum
the
of
frequencies as
relative
well.
frequency is equal to 1, ma'am.
No. Oh, sum of relative frequency. Correct. Yeah. Okay. So basically, I need the total number of released movies. Okay. And in the table, I'm having the number of movies, which basically this is my frequencies and this is my relative frequency. And okay. So basically, if I'm having these two values, I know at this formula. Relative frequency is basically what? The frequency divided by total frequency.
Yes,
Correct?
ma'am.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah. So now I need to calculate this total frequency, right? So what is total frequency? Total frequency will be equal to the frequency divided by the relative frequency.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. So now I need to find out that value in which I'm having the frequency and I'm having the relative frequency. So basically, if I go through the action row, I have the frequency, I have the relative frequency, correct?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. So this will be 54 divided by 0.27. So if I divide this, I'm getting 200 as the answer. Is this fine?
All right, ma'am.
All right. Now, find the number of thriller and comedy movies. That means I need to find out the value of D. I need to find out the value of C. Correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Right? Okay. Now, what is D and C? Basically, they are frequencies.
Yeah.
Right? So I need to find out the frequencies. Now, just go through this formula. So if I have to find out the frequency, it will be the relative frequency into the total frequency.
Yeah, ma'am.
Right? So now, if I need to calculate the frequency of D, it would be the relative frequency of the D, which is 0.085 into what is total frequency 200.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
Okay. So now I got 17 as the answer. Similarly, if I need to calculate C, the frequency C, it would be
0.1 into 200.
into 200, which is coming out to be 20. Fine. Got it?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Now add these values, you will be getting 37 as the answer.
All
Second is
right, ma'am.
clear. Now, the third is calculate A plus B. A is what? The relative frequency of drama and relative frequency of romance. You can calculate the relative frequency now.
Yeah, ma'am.
And add it. That's it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I have
Ma'am,
also
in
in
part
doubt.
of it, ma'am, it has not been written that we have to find the total number of action, matlab action journal.
Huh? What?
Can you please explain the interval and ratio once again, please?
Yeah. Now, interval is basically what? Like it follows all the properties of the ordinal. Okay. But the thing is there is a difference of fixed unit. Okay. So let's suppose I'm having a data like this. I'm having the temperatures like 0, then I have 20, then I have 40, then I have 60. So the basically this is 20 degrees Celsius, 40 degrees Celsius, and 60. So they are in order. But and also I can see that the difference is like in fixed units 20, 20, and 20. Correct? So they are in order. They have a fixed unit. Then they don't have absolute zero. That means there is no absolute zero. What is the no absolute zero? If I'm writing 0 degrees Celsius, this 0 degrees Celsius is basically what? My freezing point. Correct? So now here my 0 is representing something. There is a presence of something. Right? So that's why I say there is a no absolute zero. And also the last thing is I can have negative values here. Okay, negative is in sense I can have minus 273 degree Fahrenheit or something, degree Celsius or something. There is some negative values are also there. Okay, so this is for the interval. Then I'm having the ratio. What is the ratio? In which the ratios are there. The ratios are meaningful here. Okay, we have absolute zero. That means if the zero means like it doesn't mean sorry, zero means the absence of something. Okay, here the zero represents the presence of something. Here I can say that zero represents the absence of something, and here I can't have negative values. Okay,
Ma'am, in ratio scale, there is no fixed unit.
there is no fixed unit.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
I have submitted my graded assignment of statistics week 1 twice a day, but after deadline it shows that I haven't submitted my graded assignment.
Can you repeat what?
Yes, ma'am. I have submitted my graded assignment of statistics week 1 twice a day, but after deadline it shows that I haven't submitted my graded assignment.
Just contact the support team.
Ma'am, I
ma'am,
have submitted an email, but they can't reply.
Okay, just wait for 2-3 days. Maybe they will reply.
ma'am,
Just wait for 2
ma'am,
days.
I have doubt in weekly mock test for week 1 and week 2.
Yeah,
Ma'am,
just a
rating
second.
of apps
Just
fun.
just one at a time. Just a second. So the person Anjum, right? I don't know the name. I don't remember the name. Interval and ratio is fine.
Yes.
The one.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this doubt is clear. Then Shelly. Okay. You tell me your doubt.
Ma'am, I have doubt in weekly mock test. Question 5.
Have you gone through the PDF of the solution, weekly mock solution? Hmm? Have you gone through it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So then also you didn't understand.
Ma'am, could you please repeat? Actually, your voice is cracking here.
Have you seen the solution PDF for the week 1 and week 2? Hello?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No. Yeah, just go through it. Okay, just go through it now. And then also if you're having the doubt, then ask me. Fine?
Okay, ma'am.
Solution PDF has been updated.
Yeah, it has been updated.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, just
Ma'am,
one question. If
rating
if
of the
marking
apps comes under the ratio category, ma'am.
Ritika, just a second. Just let Shelly let her complete. Yeah, tell me.
ma'am, if any marking system has negative marking, then we say it as ratio scale or interval scale.
Interval scale.
Okay, ma'am. As the marks could be negative, that's why, na?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now, Kritika, you speak.
Ma'am, rating of apps comes under a ratio category, ma'am.
Sorry?
Rating of apps comes under ratio category, ma'am.
I'm not getting your point. Can you speak louder?
Am I audible now, ma'am?
Yeah, you're audible, but I'm not getting your point.
Like if
rate some apps in the Google Play or like that. It comes under ratio category, ma'am. I mean the ratio interval. In that it comes under ratio category.
Your voice is very low.
Ma'am.
I'm not able to hear you properly.
Now okay, ma'am.
You're asking that you're rating some app, and is that a ratio or interval? Are you asking that
Yeah,
question?
that's yes, ma'am.
So rating an app, okay. So if you are rating from 1 to 5,
Yeah.
there is no 0, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so it's an interval. If 0 is there, then it's a ratio.
Ma'am, I have just another doubt. Ma'am, population growth has an interval scale of measurement.
Yes.
Ma'am, how, ma'am, population growth means if it is
Yeah,
0.
okay. Let Pratika let her complete, then I'll come back to you. Okay.
Last general question, ma'am.
Hmm.
For qualify exam, each paper contains 1 hour time to write, ma'am.
Yeah.
What's the average of questions, ma'am? Is there 100 or 10?
No. Like 15, 12, 15 questions.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, shall you ask?
Ma'am, I'm asking that population growth has an interval scale of measurement. Is
Yes.
it correct? Ma'am,
Yes.
how? Ma'am,
Because
if
it has
it's
a negative value, right? In that table, it was having some negative value, correct? Like negative value in the sense the population growth is decreasing. That's all.
okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
And ma'am,
Okay.
it is continuous numerical value as it contain negative data.
Yep.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, will there be
AK?
such revision session for week 3 and week 4 as well?
Can
Hello.
I ask?
Yeah,
I have,
AK, you ask.
yeah,
AK. Let AK speak.
yeah. Ma'am, actually, I want to know if there has been any change in syllabus from
No,
the
there
previous
is
year. From the
no,
previous.
no,
No.
no.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
It's week 1 to 4. Okay. Ari, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Ma'am, it pronounced R.
Okay. Yeah. What's your doubt?
Ma'am, where we get extra, what did this say? Extra activity?
That will be uploaded.
Okay.
Yeah, by
And
next week, it will be uploaded.
and ma'am, in calendar, 9th of July, it says week 5 and week 4 revision, but we want week 3 and week 4 revision.
Week 5 and 6 revision?
Ma'am, week 5 and 4 revision.
No, it is week 3 and 4. Just check it once again. It has been changed. It has been updated.
Let me. Ma'am, no, ma'am, it still says week 5 and week 4 revision.
Okay, I'll just maybe there is some typing error. It is week 3 and 4. I'll just
Yes,
change
ma'am.
it.
And ma'am, can you attach this PDF to calendar?
Which one? These PDF I will be attaching it. Don't worry.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay.
Ma'am.
Shallow Meli.
Yes, ma'am.
Shalmoli.
Ma'am, most of the questions I asked to put the values up to 3 decimals, but when I calculating the whole process, I have to calculate the standard deviation and my x part is 3.42857149. Then when I calculating the xi minus x part, then what I have to do? 4 minus 3.42 only means otherwise 4 minus 3.428571.
See, if it's a decimal and all, we would be having some ranges. Okay. If it comes in that range, your answer will be correct. So don't worry about the decimal thing. The answer should be like just don't worry about the decimal. If it's 3 decimal, 2 decimal, or point something, we have if we have some particular answer. Okay, and in the question we are considering like 3 decimal places before that answer and 3 decimal places after that answer. So if it's coming into in that range, then your answer will be correct. Okay. Yeah. Daman.
Ma'am, can you go back to the numericals, ma'am? The second numerical.
So, which one? This one?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, can you please scroll up previous one? Ma'am, where, ma'am, you said that median cannot be calculated.
This one?
No, no, not this one, ma'am.
Then
I think it's question number 2, I guess. Yeah, ma'am. That question number 1. Sorry. Ma'am, here, ma'am, sorry, ma'am, here you have like you take that median of the new data is same as of old data. Ma'am, but in if we talk about formula, then ma'am, it should be m plus m by 2, right?
yeah,
For
like it's
for
see
the for the
for if we are talking about the numerical, we will take the average. But here we are considering only the categorical, right? In categorical, we can't take the average, right?
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, here we will say that it will be medium only.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Tiasha. Is she here?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
I have a doubt about the eligibility criteria after week 4 graded assignment.
I think it's there in the course introduction, I guess.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, just go through it.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Ma'am, I have a doubt. I still can't distinguish between inferential and descriptive statistics. Can you please explain?
Inferential is basically inferential is like we are concluded something, and description is like we are only summarizing it. We are taking the average. We are just taking the average. We are just calculating. Let's suppose I collected some ranks. Sorry. Let's suppose I have collected some ratings and all. From that rating, I can conclude something. Conclude in the sense from the table only, I can summarize something. So that is a descriptive. But from the table, I can't summarize anything, but I need to calculate and get some conclusion. I can say that's an inferential. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. And in descriptive data, do we do I mean numerical operations and something like that?
In descriptive, what?
In descriptive data,
Mhm.
do we do operation, mathematical operation on it?
Yeah, you
Like
can do
you
that.
have mentioned average and
Yeah, you can do that.
okay, thanks, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Then Gautam. Gautam, you have a doubt?
What is eligibility criteria for
Just go through the course introduction or some the course introduction. Like in that, there will be eligibility criteria and everything. Just go through that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Bhavishya.
Yes, ma'am. I have doubt about EMQ assignment. Are they graded or non-graded?
They are graded.
So when we have to do that?
I think
Last
on
day.
Yeah, there must be some deadline or there must be something,
Is
right?
it in due 31st December?
31st December. Okay. I'll just check with it.
So we can do that later on.
Yeah, just do it, but I'll just let you know. Okay.
Ma'am, there is written that
Or do we have to do it today because week 4 deadline is today?
No, EMQ, there is no uh, it's graded only, but there should be a deadline. Okay, I'll just check with it. Okay.
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 It's not
Raghavi?
necessary to do it today, na?
No, no, no.
Because the deadline of week 4 is today.
Okay. Raghavi?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, what's your doubt?
Ma'am, I have a doubt from graded assignment to sixth question, ma'am.
Graded assignment to sixth question. Have you gone through the what you say, the PDF, the solution PDF?
Yes, ma'am.
Still you didn't understand?
Yes, ma'am. I could not understand.
Week 2 graded assignment. Which question number?
6, ma'am.
What's your doubt in this?
Ma'am, the given data, how should I find the mode?
We have the number of players, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So you will be calculating the value of A, B, and D.
B and D, ma'am.
No. What is a mode? Mode is the category which is
Highest
having the
value.
highest frequency, correct? So for that
Yes,
you
ma'am.
need the value of A, B, and D, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
A, B, and D, the number of players, the small a, small b, small d, the values,
Yes, ma'am.
right?
That's
So
what
after
I'm asking.
calculating that values, you will be getting some values, right? So if you compare it to, I think Academy E is having the highest frequency, which is 75,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So that's what.
Ma'am,
So that's why it's, huh?
ma'am, but the total frequency when I subtract 75 and 50, I could get only the combined frequency for A, B, and D.
Hmm.
How mode is calculated, ma'am?
Distribution of 200 cricket trained by different cricket academies. Each has trained at least one player. What is the combined relative frequency of the academy A, B, and D? Okay, so first of all, in the first question, you calculated the combined frequency of ABD, relative frequency of AB and D,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So in that, if you have calculated the combined relative uh,
Frequency.
yeah, you have okay. So basically, if A, okay, what is the frequency? Some combined frequency of AB and D.
0.375, ma'am.
Combined frequency, not the
Yes,
relative
ma'am.
frequency.
Ma'am,
Only we can find
0.375.
the combined frequency, no, ma'am.
Combined frequency, not the relative frequency. What are the combined number of players for A, B, and D?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
75.
37.
37, right? So my sum is for A, B, and for combined number of players for A, B, D is 35. My number of players in C is 50. So basically, if I see E is only having the highest frequency, which is 75 more than 50 and 37, correct?
Ma'am, it's A, B, and D 0.375.
I'm talking about the number of players. A plus B plus D. What is that?
75 distributed among A, B, D, ma'am.
Mm, So basically,
Ma'am, excuse
A,
me.
B,
Ma'am,
then I
how
have
to find
50,
the value of A,
C,
B, and
75,
D?
correct? Now it is said that A plus B plus C sorry, 50 plus B plus 75, it's 200. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
I am asking A plus B plus D. What is this? The combined frequency of ABD?
Yes, ma'am.
What is that?
0.375.
How it's 0.375? Can you just sum and sum 50 and 75 subtracted by 200?
Ma'am,
Can
I
you,
am saying
75.
relative frequency.
what
Ma'am,
am
it's
I
not
asking?
75.
What am I asking?
You are asking just the frequency. It's
Yeah.
75, ma'am.
Yeah. So what you are telling me, you're telling me relative frequency. I'm asking you about the frequency, the sum of frequency. It is
Okay,
coming
ma'am.
out to be
75.
75, correct? That means
Yes,
my
ma'am.
sum, the frequency of A, B, and D, the all together, the three frequencies coming out to be 75. So this number, it is less than 75. This is less than 75. This is less than 75, and this is less than 75. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? And this is also like 50. So if you compare this whole,
Okay.
75 is the highest
Yes,
frequency.
ma'am. I could understand.
Now
Yes,
got
ma'am.
it? Yeah.
It's clear now, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Tiyasha?
Ma'am, how to find the value of A, B, and D?
Oh, A, B, and D. Is it A, B, D? You don't have to calculate any values, right? No, it's not in the question. If it's in the question, then you can. If you have to find out the ABD value, then you need the values of relative frequencies as well. Okay. Now, Tiyasha, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
can you send your email so that I can send the message over there?
Yeah. Yeah, Tiyasha, you speak. You may speak now.
Can you tell, ma'am, can you tell how many questions will come main exam?
How many questions will
For
come?
the qualifications will be there for statistics.
Like 15, 12, 15 questions.
Ma'am, I am
Okay, ma'am.
ma'am, I am a bit unclear on the definition of the median. Could you go over it again?
Yeah, let Amandeep, he has raised his hand. So let me just clear his doubt, then I'll come back to you. Okay? Amandeep?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Ma'am, I want to know, like, what is the difference between ordinal and interval scale? Like, both seem to have orders. So how do we know, like, when to use them?
See, the ordinal is basically for the categorical variable, okay? And interval is basically for the numerical. Okay? And in ordinal, you can't have a arithmetic operations and everything. But in your interval, you can have arithmetic operations. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
So, yeah, Mr. Sayed.
Ma'am, could you explain what
Yeah.
median is?
What is median? Median is basically the middle value. The category which divides the data into two parts. Okay.
Ma'am, what it is used? Ma'am, what it is used for?
What it is used for? Like, if you have to like, median is basically one concept, right? If you have to divide some data or something, if you need to know something, then you can use the median. Fine?
Ma'am, that is not an email ID, no?
That's my mail ID.
Yeah, I tried, but then it's not going through.
It's not going. It's swati@study.iitm.ac.in. Is it correct? I have swati @study.iitm.ac.in. Maybe the network issue. That's my ID. Yeah. Oh, it has been
Ma'am,
8:30.
does I have tried sending it. Can you check once if it has reached?
Right now, I haven't got any mail. Yeah, I got it. I got the mail.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. But
Ma'am, can you check as they said today is the last day, and
no,
for
just
me right
forward me
now
the
it's
message.
like
Where is the forwarded message? I'm not getting the message.
for me it's showing queued.
But I'm not getting the message. Just forward it to me once again.
I have. Can you check again?
No. Okay, the people who are going, good night. Have a very thank you, everyone. Good night, everyone. Yeah, all the best for the exam. Week 1 and 2, I hope. From my side, it's clear, but I don't know about yours. But yeah.
Ma'am, can
Just
you check
go.
once again?
Yeah, I'm just checking, but I'm not getting the mail.
Ma'am,
I
one
sent
last
one.
thing.
Yeah.
For the upcoming quiz one, will it be necessary for me to bring my own calculator, or will
No,
a
no.
calculator software be provided?
The calculator will be provided on your computer.
Okay, ma'am. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm not getting your mail. Means nothing is there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a great night.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Alina, I'm not getting your the body. The
Ma'am, I've
body, the
sent like 3
description.
times.
I know that, but I'm not getting the mail actually.
Ma'am, do I write like a full new mail?
Just copy that. Why am not getting it? Are you just forwarding it or how you're doing it? I just
I'm forwarding it because you said to forward it.
yeah, I know that, but I'm not getting. Maybe just copy that whole thing and just send it to me. Like compose a new mail. Just try it that way.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not going for you, I think.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Ma'am, is there any other mail where I can send this?
Can you just send it to the support team?
I have sent it to support team also, but I did not get any reply. And as they said, it's today's the last day. For me, it's like
Okay,
8
just
right
can
now.
you send it to this mail ID? I'm just writing it down. JMP. But I guess now they won't be attending you. They won't be replying it to you now. But maybe tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Then
this is like a support team. One person from the support team. You can just ask, like mail, forward it to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, ma'am. Did you get mine?
Yeah, I got your G chat. Yeah. Okay then.
Have a good
So
night,
then,
ma'am.
yeah,
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, good night, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Good night.
Yeah. Okay. You had any session like after this? No, right?
No, ma'am. I
Ma'am,
don't think so.
Many students have got the exam city information about the quiz one, but I haven't yet, so I'm still confused if I'm qualified for the exam or not.
Just ask the support team. Just
Okay,
message it
ma'am.
to the support team. Yeah. Okay then. Bye guys.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye everyone.